Hello guys, this is Gene. Welcome sa 11.9 Woodworks and this is my next video vlog. So ngayon, pag-usapan natin or we're going to talk about cordless drills. So cordless drills and cordless impact driver. And I'm going to teach you specifically on how to use new batteries on your old cordless drills or the cordless drills that you picked up in Japan surplus or used FB Marketplace, or you got it from someone else. Maybe someone gave you an old cordless drill without a battery. How can you use that drill? I'm going to show you my technique, and this is not the technique that others would use. Others would try to revive the batteries, maybe buy new batteries. Buying new batteries is very expensive, and sometimes they're not available in the Philippines. You have to ship them from abroad. For example, the batteries of of the DeWalt here, it's very expensive and it's not available in the Philippines. Also, the battery of my Craftsman right here, that's not also available in the Philippines. So that's the problem. Now, what if you want to use these cordless tools, but you don't have batteries for them? Well, it's not the end of the world, so you can still do something about it. Others would try to open the batteries and then just do some repacking, right? So they can repack batteries, and you can do that too if you're electrical, if you're into electronics. If you're into repacking, you know how to do it. You can do that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. However, I'm not one of those guys. I cannot do repacking. I'm not even good in electronics. I'm just good in making things work. Okay, so the thing that you can do to power up your cordless drills using new batteries is just by converting them. You know, you can convert your old drills so that they can accept new batteries. I'll give you an example. This one is my Craftsman drill, and there's nothing wrong with it, but the battery of this one is NiCad, and I don't like NiCad batteries. They cannot keep a charge. They are, they would run out of power when I'm doing stuff like you can use this as a saw when I'm cutting or when I'm drilling, and then suddenly it just runs out of batteries, and you have to charge them for a very long time. The NiCad batteries of this one takes about 23 hours to recharge, so that's a very long time. So what I did is that I converted this to accept lithium batteries from my DeWalt. So I have many DeWalt batteries, so I just converted this to accept this one. But how do you do that? Of course, you're going to make an adapter. And this is the first adapter that I made. So it's just simply the battery pack of this Craftsman. So you can just get it there. And then I made this, I'll show it to you. This adapter made of wood. So it's made of wood, and you can simply slide. So there's a notch here, you can see there, so it will lock on the battery of my DeWalt, the DeWalt battery. And then there's two terminals here. You look, there's like two steel terminals. So that would touch the positive and negative terminals of my DeWalt battery. So you should just simply slide that in, and you can use now the drill. So it has the benefit of shorter charging time and longer power, longer use. And you just simply use wires to connect the terminals to the drill. Now, yeah, it's a bit bulky because I did not bother cutting the battery pack. The best thing you could do is to just cut this thing and then just put this wooden adapter directly to the battery. That's also good. That's also a good idea, but I did not do that here, but that's okay. Now, so that uses 20 volt, but what if you need, for example, a 12 volt battery? So I was given this old impact driver, Makita impact driver, and it's a good impact driver, but it's a 12 volt impact driver. So I want to use a 12 volt battery here. I have a 12 volt battery from my Hoyoma Japan drill, and I was wondering if I can use the battery here, this battery, 12 volt battery, into this impact driver. And of course, I made an adapter. So you can see that there. So it's just made of wood and the battery sticks there. I'm gonna show you how I made it. So first of all, I cut the wood, so at least 1 inch. So that would give you a bigger surface area for the battery. And then I traced the end of the battery to the wood using, for example, this is the wood. You just put it there and then you trace it with a pencil. And then you cut it. You cut the inside. You can use a scroll saw. I'd use a scroll saw, but if you don't have a scroll saw, you can use a coping saw. Now you have to cut it a little bit smaller than the one here. And then you can just file it so that this would fit very, not tightly, not very tightly, but it would fit exactly. So it has to be exact. Why? Because it's friction lock. So that's the only lock in this device. When you put it there, there's no lock, there's no mechanical lock, it's just friction lock, so it won't fall down. Whatever you do, it would not fall down. It's friction lock to this wooden adapter or wooden base. Now, inside the wooden base, I also put some, you can see there, right? Yes, so I put some terminals, metal terminals there, and this is the positive and the negative. And then I just what's this? Soldered wires to those terminals, and then I soldered them directly into the terminals of the drill. You can see there, right? You can see the wire on the drill. So I just soldered it on the positive and negative. I soldered them directly, and that goes to the metal terminal here. Now I can take my Hoyoma battery, which is lithium, 12 volt lithium, so you can charge it very fast, and then it just goes on. And then I'm gonna put it in my drill, or in my impact driver, in my Makita impact driver, and now I have what I call my Makiyoma okay, Makiyoma impact driver. So it now works. So this is a junk impact driver. It was just given to me. You can buy this at Japan surplus shops for like $100, a couple of $100, without batteries. If you find a decent one like this, just get it. And you can buy a cheap cordless drill like this. This one is around 2,000 pesos. There are cheaper ones. The ones in Lazada, made in China, the Lomium, those brands, those very cheap ones, the Vanderbilt, like that's just like 1.5 or something. You can buy those drills, you can use those batteries, and you can fit them on these good impact drivers or good drills that you can get on Japan surplus shops. Maybe they need a little cleaning, maybe a little greasing inside, but if you can convert them to accept these kinds of batteries, they would work. This is 12 volts, so I attach a 12 volt battery. What if your impact driver is more than 12 volts? Well, look at this. This is my next project actually. This is the second one that I converted. This is also given to me by Sir Alfred. This is another impact driver. It's Makita. It's very good impact driver. And it's 14.5 volts. Yes. But I converted it so it can accept the 20 volt battery of my DeWalt. It's a bit bulky because this is my early design. If I want to change this, and I'm gonna make it a lot more sleeker, okay, but it works. So I can put my DeWalt battery in here, and there's lots of power there. So it's just if you put 20 volt in a 14 volt drill, some are saying that it's gonna destroy the motor. I don't know, but it works. It's still working, and it has a lot of power. In fact, it's so powerful. I don't use this as a screw gun. I use this as a drill for my crank jig. So it can really dig through that through the pocket holes. So it's a good system right here. So that's what you can do. So if you are if you have a drill that doesn't have batteries anymore, or you found drills at a very cheap price but without batteries, you could just buy cheap drills like this one and then use those batteries to power your drills. And you get 2 drills. Okay, so this Hoyoma, it's got 2 batteries. So now you have a drill, a decent wooden drill, and you have a great impact driver for just pennies. You know, you just buy this one very cheaply and buy this one very cheaply, and then use batteries, the same batteries with the 2 of them. It's a great combination. Alright, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've learned and you've become interested in woodworking and other tools. So I'm gonna come up again with another video real soon. Thank you so much and have a great day.